what it is that happened yesterday and the concern of many as to what happened. I'm thankful that we've been joined as well in studio by a regular here. We'll get into all of that shortly.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
Pak, pak, pak. You know pak, pak, pak. It's a movement.
The outcome of what it is that we saw yesterday, the president was forced to make a detour to the 37 military hospital yesterday after the news emerged that 6 individuals had died as a result of a stampede. Emmanuel Coutin is a regular here. He's the executive director of the African Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism. But before I even come to him, we know that a number of the individuals have been speaking. The acting defense minister yesterday was in Parliament to provide updates as to what happened. Let's listen to him and then we'll come into the studio quickly.
We are working closely with the Ghana Armed Forces, medical teams and law enforcement agencies to provide full support to the injured and to investigate the circumstances that led to this tragedy. To Speaker, as a result, the Ghana Armed Forces has instituted an internal board of inquiry to investigate the causes of this unfortunate incident. This year's recruitment exercise is being conducted simultaneously across all regions. Indeed, it was a system designed to decentralize the process, reduce congestion, ensure transparency and fairness, as well as to ensure accessibility nationwide.
We must act immediately to resolve the risks associated with such recruitment process which have lingered too long a time. This is not merely a tragic accident. It is a profound and systemic failure and the indictment of a system that has lost its effectiveness.
It is a painful reminder of the risk and desperation that many of our young people face in search of opportunities to serve and contribute to the development of our nation. No one deserves to die in seeking an opportunity to serve the badge of this country.
I will support the call to hold the process, not just at ELWAC, but the entire recruitment process, to really look at the exercise and give ourselves some time, Mr. Speaker, to find out what is happening so that the military can reform.
Why would this happen even when the process has been heavily decentralized to the extent that today, as we speak, across all the regional capitals, the same exercise is ongoing? I ask myself that question. Mr. Speaker, could it be that since 2021, the military did not advertise for recruitment, and that once the adverts were made this time around, a lot of the youth who are unemployed thought that this is an opportunity to at least put themselves up for recruitment?
Nana Boachia Jibangbonsu. Mechao ne yempenyefo nyinara yeshemu hey. Emse ne dikan enne arehosem bi etoye atorenchen bi etoye anopei emre bi etwemu se kobasi ye fa soldier anase ye fa police ana bibia we hu se ni aye no kokom wonte hwe wo behwa na me shebo se ba ekobase ye fa soldier na police ye de betudwa na region bia yama yamabuna kwenya na omoso omwetimi abepre se ne be ya ombenya se adwuma ni bia ye ampanso ye bie ade a ye friend no portal enti yamabunu bi ekosa fidie no so eko register enti enne na nke wo se ye hyase na ye hwe omwoma ni omho se ni omho de sitie ene sa ni omani na enti anope region bia ye kire omo bebia e wo se omuhia na Accra akoye kropon no ye se dipa dodo a epie ye se omohwe se adwuma no na omo dosun ye na aho prepare ne ade a hyase abra ye bie gate no se nipa enremu no ma nipa ni bebre de ahoden epia se omokom omanim etimi ewremu se obenya ahoden na nyame ahono mobo enti enkraidie no meka hye asoja force omunja ansa na yenhwem na ye nhihye foforo se ne be ya na esi no ensi sabium enti makasa no mesre na obia pagya ne mu sima ba kope na yede akai yenuama a echese ene.
You've been asked to go and come tomorrow.
Yes, please.
Why are you still here?
A friend told me last year she applied and they told her to come on Saturday, but she came and they said it's done. So I'm not going.
So it's an issue of trust.
Yes, please.
You don't trust the system.
Yes, please.
I don't know. We just don't have any chance, and it's like I'm even fed up because Charlie, somebody said he has been here for the past 2 years. It's still the same thing. And he's going through the same thing he went through last 2 years. So what is it?
The pressure at the gate wasn't easy. It was really tough. Yeah. So people were down and people were, passing over, walking over them, and it caused a lot of trouble at the gate.
In the morning.
How did you survive?
92.7.
I'm a man.
Sunrise on 3FM.
You are in for business.
That's why I'm here for the job. Yeah.
Have you been through the process already?
No.
Have you gone through the body selection?
No, I have not.
Your document, have they checked your document?
No.
They've not checked your document as well. So you are ready for that?
Yes, I'm looking way forward to see if maybe I could get the chance for me to go through the process.
There were some struggles around the gate, and then people were fighting, and then some also got hurt. Yeah.
You got hurt?
Yeah.
You managed to pass through?
I managed to pass through because, you see, I have some strength, so I have to try.
We need more soldiers. Like, Omusa, like, as if I'm your protocol, almost selecting. It's not nice. It's not nice, but hard to work. Or be a no share. Until we need more soldiers. Soldiers now are Omusa. Among boy, Tianya Bell 20 and 30 when they come, maybe I be content them. I'm a Yamana content because soldiers now has said, Omu, slow.
And we had different voices from the acting defense minister to some members of parliament who were speaking on the floor. We had the president as well speak, and then some of the applicants, some who experienced the stampede and those who are outside. I mentioned Mr. Kutin was in studio with us. Mr. Kutin, I appreciate you joining us this morning. We've been listening to the voices and everything, but from all of what has played out, it does appear we still haven't been able to properly manage the process of getting people enlisted into the respective security agencies.
Marvin, thank you for very much for having me. And as always, very good morning to our cherished listeners.
Right.
And let me use your medium to offer my condolences to the bereaved family. Yesterday indeed was a Black Wednesday. It was an activity that shouldn't have ended the way it ended. In fact, it was completely preventable. The security lapse had to do with crowd control, management, infrastructure, and protocol. You see, how did we get here, Mawena? For some time now, we don't get this kind of public recruitment. We only hear people passing out every now and then.
Yeah.
Even I can speak for a fact for the Ghana Police Service, for example, it was up to 4 or 5 years, there was no recruitment. When you talk, they said they have recruited ahead. And some of us made arguments about people who qualify within the period. Now, there was a policy, only 4,000. And we have 60,000 applicants applying for this job. That shows what we have always preached in the past, that youth unemployment was a national security threat to this country. You see the manifestation, you see the international damage it has brought to Ghana in terms of reputation. How could it be the case that a country that has been bestowed as the beacon of democracy in West Africa, to some extent Africa, this kind of basic things will be happening? What assessment was done in terms of the venue assessments? What anticipations and processes were put in place for the large number of people who were congregating at EWAC Stadium? Even what health assessment was done for the people who are coming there? You know, people started queuing at 12 midnight.
No, in fact, some
parents even came to queue for their children.
My team tells me they want you to be here instead of here. But what I know as well is that as at 9:15 the day before, people had begun to queue. So even the 12 a.m. you speak about, some people had already moved there as at 9:15 p.m. on Tuesday, waiting to be the first to be checked or to be screened when the gates were open.
Even Mawina, Ghana is not at war. We are not doing emergency recruitment. Is that not the case? What was the need getting all of these people screened in one day? It is administrative failure.
But my checks.
We have other places like the Accra Sports Stadium, don't we?
Yes.
We have the Independence Square, don't we? The Ghana Armed Forces is made up of 3 arms: the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army itself. Why didn't we decentralize it that way, given the large numbers? We could have equally made use of technology. The NIA databases, they didn't get the NIA card through the NIA, the National Identification Program.
Absolutely.
Didn't they take our heights? So the prelims, you do the initial qualification, you do the height one, it will further reduce the numbers. You know that?
Yeah.
As for the physical body examination, even in advanced democracies, it still happens.
Because you can't assess somebody physically.
Exactly. It's very critical, especially as far as military recruitment is concerned. And I want to place this on record. We should not see enlistment to the military as an employment opportunity.
But that's unfortunate.
That is where we get it wrong. It is a risk. You are putting yourself, because they will send you out to fight for the country, and you accept that you are prepared to do that sacrifice for the country. That's why in advanced countries, look, when my daughter finished college in the US, at her graduation they came for the recruitment. She opted to join the Air Force, others Navy SEALs and others. There were very few, they were not a lot. It was a nice spectacle to witness. Officers were on site to salute and give them all the appropriate salutations, because they have elected to sacrifice their comfort to serve their country. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And guess what? They were incentivized to even be recruited. They'll pay your school fees for you, and even give you a lump sum of $50,000. In our case, why is it different?
We're paying we're paying to download.
I'm going to serve my country, and I'm asked to pay for application forms, Mawina. Where does this money goes to, and for what? So these are the gaps in the system that has to change. And you know the bottleneck, because successive governments have not been intentional in creating job opportunities for the teeming youth. Look, the population of our youth, as compared to the entire population of the country, is 60%. Some have even projected, based on the last population census, to be 70. Is it not scary, Marina?
It is scary.
So the free senior high school, good policy. Our curriculum, we have to look at. We have to be intentional with our skills training. The Singapores, the Malaysia, Japan, we are talking about leading global technology innovation. It's about skills training, and it's not about degrees. In our part of the world, Dr. So and so, and everybody will quack because you have doctor against your name or you're a professor or something. We are professors of engineers. When their cars even break down on the road, a common organizer will come and fix the tire for the person. So we have to be intentional with our educational curriculum. Another issue we have to look at in addressing youth unemployment, which is a serious national security threat, is how we can give proper enabling environment for the private sector to create the jobs this teeming youth so desire. But what we have always done as a country is that, Marina, we give free zones and tax rebate to the foreigners. They come, they don't even pay our workers well, and they repatriate the profit home. We don't help our local businesses. And there must be a change in that regard. Another thing, government must look at, as a matter of agency, is our National Development Planning Commission. You know, our policies don't transcend beyond political cycles or change of government.
The parties always come and they
and change everything and turn everything upside down.
In fact, when they come, someone will start a development plan, the other person comes, they throw it away, they come and do their own development plan, the other comes, they throw it away. And
so we are in a vicious cycle. Yeah. So as a country, when can we say enough of the politics and put our country first? You see where politics has driven all of us to. Even yesterday, you should look at the comments of certain politicians. Very unfortunate. Why should we want to gain political mileage in tragedies? Whose purpose does it serve?
Yeah, political interest.
Have we as a people lost our Ghanaian sense of values and purpose? Mawina, have you lost that? So as a country, we need to depoliticize. It is now or never. We need to build our institutions. Look, this has been my hymn. Build our institutions, people don't understand. Can we have an intentional policy in job creation, let's say a 10-year plan, that would transcend government, irrespective of which political party wins power? This is the blueprint we need to follow to overcome these challenges.
We've not been able to have parties agree on that. Because I remember when President Mahama in his first term, there was a long-term developmental agenda which didn't have the buy-in of the opposition. And so when Akufo-Addo came, they put that aside. There was another developmental agenda and now the president has come. They are seeking to reenact the long-term.
The politicians don't need to agree. The power resides from the people.
But
whoever is in government
on our behalf, and they don't seem to always agree on a path which we can take.
Mawena, they don't need to agree. Power resides with me and you. What any president or leader who is intentional in some of these things should do is go by way of referendum. When the people say that's what they want, it's passed as a law. When it's passed as a law, what can the politicians do about it? What can the politicians do about it? And look, this very tragedy, Mawina, they must under